Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do a new moon Libra reading for you. The new moon's on the 21st of October, and it is in very late degrees Libra, which is really to emphasize that this is a cusp energy between Libra and Scorpio, meaning there's energies from both signs attached to this particular new moon. It's also followed immediately the next day by the sun's entrance into Scorpio and Neptune's movement back into Pisces in retrograde motion. So this is really emphasizing not only the way we are anchored into our subconscious, but the way that we are looking to our dreams as a form of communication. The Eternal Charisma is the card that I pulled for you from the Talisman Oracle, and I'm going to read what it says. You are captivating and have a charming personality that attracts others. You are charismatic and you radiate with a luminous glow. You have so much to offer. Believe in yourself and what you stand for, and don't be afraid to share your vision. Be a social butterfly and make connections with others as you pursue your dreams. Channel your strength, but don't be afraid to show your vulnerability. Eternal charisma forms within. It is not defined by money or age. Charismatic souls are genuinely interested in the people around them and make everyone feel special. Meditate with this card when you need to recharge your energy before or after a busy social event. Often, an overwhelming crowd can drain our batteries and leave us in a mood for quiet time with a good book and a blanket. You can also use this card when you feel self-conscious or when you want to focus on your appearance. See yourself as the butterfly that helps flowers open up and bloom, spreading the positive energy from flower to flower while drinking the sweet nectar of delight. Love this. So that is a bit of an introduction into some of the energy that you're feeling, where I believe you are refreshing, as is the charge of the new moon, beginning a new version of yourself, looking at your own self with new experience, new perceptions, new senses, new ideas, a new objective version of who you are, and that is renewing your relationships, how you see partners, things that may have annoyed you in the past. You have done the work to identify those and set them aside in a way that does not command your focus or attention, but instead that you are seeing opportunities in all of your relationships, even ones that you perhaps struggle with. The overall energy for your reading is the Ace of Wands, which is all about new beginnings. This is about a new spiritual or cultural sense of who you are, a new social sense. This is you pursuing that social or spiritual discovery of who you are. This is very positive for all creative aspects of your work. Underneath the deck, we have the Ten of Wands, which is about the shift that I perceive is you're being made aware of in terms of how you experience the world and how you see your relationships, and in fact, all exchanges of energy, where you're now seeking peace, you're seeking harmony, you're seeking balance, which emphasizes that you don't necessarily want to throw away even those things that you identify are not for your own good, but you accept that these things are in your life for a purpose. And you're becoming so adept at recognizing the gift of the most challenging situations that you are working those feelings and emotions so that you emerge with a clear view, a clear awareness, and a clear sense of passion for the things that are important to you in your present. The Eight of Swords, I believe that Gemini had this position as well. This is about all of the thoughts, strategies, ideas, opinions of others, the punsters, the pundits, the editors in the world, the opinion polls, all the ways that you are considering how best to move forward. It is absolutely overthinking, overanalyzing something, being swamped with the details of something rather than the ability to grasp the overall sense. So here I do feel this sense of anxiety you may be experiencing is one that you can surrender to as you begin to move forward on the basis of your intuitive awareness that you already know where you're going, what you're doing, and even if you don't know the details of how you are achieving that. This is asking you to surrender the details that are bedeviling, that catch you up, that keep you stuck, that hold you back, when the reality is that you have committed, you've done the work towards a particular passion or project or relationship a long time ago. You began that. You've been on this path for a while. In the past, the Five of Cups is much of the work that you have been doing to precisely surrender your feelings about your losses, your failures, or your disappointments. So it is the feelings that this new moon in Libra is focusing on because of the strong placement of Neptune, but also the activities of the planet Venus, which have been contacting all five outer planets, even Jupiter, Saturn, and Chiron, an asteroid, in addition to Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And that, again, focuses on how we want to feel. And here you are focusing and releasing feelings of regret, remorse, sadness. You're allowing yourself to feel those as a form of cleansing, releasing, surrendering to those feelings so that you're extracting the value of them as you build up this relationship with yourself and all relationships that are a reflection of it. So this is you focusing on your dreams, your ambitions, your goals, and not measuring yourself against your failures. In fact, there's an awareness here that you are changing your perspective from woe is me, sad sack, nobody loves me, to I have dreams, I have potential as yet unmet, and I'm willing to work with myself and others to achieve those dreams. So this is a brilliant change that you have long overtaken. This is not easy work. This is hard work. Facing those patterns and recognizing, taking responsibility for your part in losses and betrayals. In the future, the Page of Pentacles, a card I particularly love. I do feel that you are willing to put aside your expertise and experience in order to learn what's necessary in approaching the very details of this card, of this project or forward motion, this activity or action, this portal or goal that you are approaching. You're looking at it procedurally. You're breaking it down into bits so that you can take each part of which you acknowledge you are not entirely practiced at. You don't really know how to do all the things that this project or proposal or plan is calling you to do. So you are willing to look for help. You are willing to learn. Forgive that giant cement mixer coming down the street. But the focus here is on productivity and practicality. You're ready to move, take the steps to do. And as opposed to the state of anxiety that you may find yourself in, you find a lot of release, even a sense of contentment and satisfaction in identifying just the next steps, not going too far into the but how space. And that is precisely how you have accomplished this sense of connection to yourself, allowing yourself to unexpectedly manifest the sense of charisma, joy in what happens to others and their ability to sense that. I'm going to clarify these cards, past, present, and future, with the Tarot del Toro, created by the artist and actor Benicio del Toro, as kind of a playful approach to not only the universal harvest season that we are in as summer is ending, but also Samhain. Halloween is to expression. Samhain in particular is about the new Celtic New Year. And so the feast, the festival of that harvest, is part of that ritual. Halloween is a similar lighthearted, playful recognition of the thinning of the veil. And the crow, blackbird, raven are also symbols of messengers, harbingers between our world and the world of others. Other spirits, other people, other entities, other beings, and life and death. So this is about the way in which we are accessing information more easily from our higher selves, from our ancestors, from wherever we find guidance and leadership in our own lives. The Five of Cups in your past is clarified by the Hermit card, and something is stuck to it. The Ten of Cups, lovely. A lot of the work that you've done in having to hopefully rather gently release the experience of sadness, the experience of remorse and regret, has done on your own terms as part of your own process of looking within yourself for the awareness, the answer that you seek. I hope this is not triggering for any of you, these rather ghoulish figures. I see them as rather playful and meant to be unexpected. But clearly here, the Hermit holds up the palms with the eyes on them, signaling finding that awareness within. And that awareness not only leads you to change and recognize the very joyous shared community that you are a part of already, all the love that you already have in your life, where you have focused on the past hurts and heartbreaks. It is because you have acknowledged that you are supported and loved here and now. And that has given you the courage to look at what hasn't worked out, knowing that you are now in a much better, safer, more joyous space. Healing, joy, shared is amplified. And that is in contrast to the necessity for you to take care of yourself, to find your answers within your own experience. In the present, the Eight of Swords is clarified by, let's get one, the King of Blades, and another, the Three of Swords. The King of Blades is the King of Swords, and this again is really emphasizing what you've learned from hurtful, challenging obstacles, hard lessons, cruelty, unkindness, perhaps past trauma. It's the patterns you've identified that you have become not only aware of, but have become skillful in navigating them, articulating them, identifying them in your external world, and taking responsibility for the fact that you chose experiences that were hurtful in the past. It was unconsciously that you chose those in many cases because you kept getting the same outcome, the same negative results. But now that you understand that you were choosing and are choosing, particularly for those of you that feel like you have to swear off love, you've gone down that road, it hasn't been fun, you are wounded and damaged and never again, that you find yourself ironically choosing love because now you understand how to find a match in your relationships. There's no more illusion about the truth. Rather, there is a curiosity about something that is built between you and others, not something that magically appears to save you or to complete you. You're already complete. You're already gifted. It is about finding those who are also aligned with your vision so that you develop a productive and mutually supportive relationship. In the future, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Star card and the Temperance. This is beautiful reconfirmation of your understanding that a healing process is a lifelong journey, and that this healing process not only clears the path towards your vision and your execution of a vision with all the resources that you have, with a commitment to continue to do the work, that you're always a student of your life. This is about self-study. It never stops. But as you have balanced out the willingness and ability to refine and improve on your reaction to obstacles or difficulties that come your way, so that you're moving with grace and ease as you approach what matters to you most, what gives your life significance. It is ever important to recognize that this process of refinement, of weathering one challenging storm after another, gets more intense because your ability to manage it is improved. You see through it. It no longer throws you or dissuades you from something that you know is yours. You are here to have an impact on the world. And Aquarius has a special place for me around this ability to see into the future. And that is something that you are determined to gift to your community. I'm going to finish this reading with a seed and sickle oracle. And out pops the cherry, and on the top, and it is number 7. Number 7 being the Chariot card. And the Chariot card is about self-acceptance, the self-acceptance that powers you forward in a rapid way because of your ability to focus on making the space necessary to exercise your gifts and your talents. So I'm going to read from the guidebook here. Cherry. Cherries are one of the earliest trees to bloom and one of the first to produce fully ripened fruit. With laden branches throughout the year, it's truly the symbol of productivity and abundance. Now's the time to engage in your own season of productivity, even if others are at rest. The circumstances have all come together to provide the perfect setting for addressing tasks you've been putting off lately. If you've enjoyed this content, Aquarius, check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and your subscribes, and until next time, namaste.